Here we are back and coming closer to an end. Now we are in the part where we talk about questions and answers. Like I was saying, we got quite a lot of questions. We will not cover all of them. Some are very specific. We will answer them in a typical PMA manner. In one working day, you will get an answer. My colleague, our technical sales support guy, which is Nero, sitting next to me, he prepared the different things and different questions for me, which I'm really glad to, because he's doing all this at the same time. It's a little bit different. So you see there is Nero. So one question goes in the direction which I think it is worthwhile to listen to all of us to. It's IP68. This is something which is specified by the customer. How does PMA test IP68? I would like to give this question to Heinz.
Okay. So IP68 in the standard says it has to be a little bit more than IP67. So the requirements for IP67 is you have a depth of water on 1 meter and put the fitting, whatever it is, for 30 minutes under this 1 meter of water. So if you have information about the customer when we use it, of course. If you have no information, our test procedure would be that we just double both of values. So we, instead of 30 minutes, we go for 1 hour, and instead of 1 meter, we go for 2 meters. So for 1 hour, 2 meters, we test this product, and if it's dry, it's IP68.
Thank you, Heinz. Sorry, I have now to put down my laptop, and I'm happy that I took with me, you don't see it on the camera, but I took with me our demo case, where we have all our samples inside, so that's really great. Because we got also a question, can I upgrade my system? And this is something kind of rather simple. We just need these 2 PMA plastic parts. Because you have an IP68 solution here, PMA fixed IP68, and actually as close as possible to the fitting or to the ending, you just click it on both sides, it makes click, you heard it, and with this we prevent the 80 bars or whatever pressure you have of the water coming here, and you can upgrade the PMA IP68 system to an IP69 one. One more sentence about this. We are testing, like Heinz was saying, according to the norms. But if we test this fitting, which we classify as IP68 according to the norm, in this very easy, not easy, but in this way, that we install it, take it, let it drop into the water very slowly, stand away, wait for a certain time, very slowly take it out, you definitely have IP68. Same with IP69. You have IP69 also with this fitting, but we never would recommend this, and that's why we do, as shown at the beginning with Hans-Peter at the coupling system session, we definitely do an additional test, not because we want to do more testing, because there we can make sure that this product you are choosing, if you need IP69, you have IP69 not only in a static, that's according to the norm, but also in a dynamic application. And that is the key or the difference when you use PMA products. There were some more questions coming. When I need more technical support, where do I have to go? Of course, you saw the email address we just sent it. I think Hans-Peter can also give us some more insight on that one.
Yes, thank you, Martin. Basically what we have a global network on partners, and also due to the fact that PMA is mainly involved in projects, we have to have knowledgeable people in front of our customer door, and this we have for so many years, and our partners, they are being educated on a regular basis, so we have the knowledge right in front of the door of our customers. And basically we are not a wholesaler outfit which really supplies to wholesalers. We are specialists, and we also have specialists out in the field and in front of the customer stores.
Thank you, Hans-Peter. So I looked at the time, so we have 3-4 minutes left. Maybe that's an interesting one, challenging one for Heinz. When using single wires into a jumper conduit system, do you recommend to bundle the cables with a tie wrap or not?
So my recommendation would be to bundle the cables, but use a braid for it. The thing is that if you have a tie wrap, the tie wrap has a head, and this head is a kind of is not round. So the risk what will take place is, or what can take place, that in this valleys, for example, in this case here, it is stuck somewhere, and then you have an abrasion inside between the tie wrap and the conduit. So yes, bundling makes sense in different cases, but from our perspective, please use a plastic braid for it.
Thank you, Heinz. The last technical question I would like to talk to you about, and now I walk in the direction of the camera, I know the cameraman doesn't like this too much, is why should I use PMA fitting and not another fitting? The reason is here. Also happily I had them in my demo case, and you see back here in this golden shining brass part, there are some black parts back here. And that is what we do special. The plastic is actually flowing or flying, I don't know the right name, goes right into there. Why do we do this? It's more complicated to make the nickel-plated brass thread, as well as it's more complicated to inject mold. But with this little thing back here, we increase the pull-out strength of this fitting tremendously. The other thing which we also do is the cables are here like my fingers coming through this fitting. Most fittings, they are just metal, outside of course, but also inside. And what we do, we inject mold all the way with the plastic all the way down here. So that when you have the abrasion of the cable going up and down here, because sometimes you have movement definitely, and sometimes there is some stress on it, we make sure that the abrasion is not as heavy. There is not no abrasion, that would be wrong, but it's not as heavy as if you can imagine if I would be out, see with the finger, if I would go with a cable over the metal, that is really then damaging the cable much faster, I would call it. That is the reason. Use the PMA solutions because of much better pull-out strength, so to say, much safer for the cable. So now I walk back and I think we are coming slowly to an end.